Hi, this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and I'm back again with Make It From Your Heart, Volume 5. And I'm continuing the scrap mode of using up your scraps and leftover paper. And so now I'm going to make a card. And so I've picked out this card. I've done these cards, and so this is my next one. And pretty simple. These are A, B, C, D, E, F are 2.5 inches long by 1/2 inch wide. And so it looks like they stacked them a little bit. Yeah, they did. They stacked them a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to do that, and I will tell you what I'm going to do. So pretty simple, having 3. See how you can tell that they stacked. They made a scallop. So we have a scallop die cut that will do that. And they put a backing on the card, that the 4.25 by 5.5 inch card. And so I am going to set this book aside. This book is available on my website, dorothy.closetomyheart.com. And let me show you the pieces that I've cut. So I cut a 3/4 inch piece, and this is some of the coordinating cardstock. So this is the backside, that marble look that's on the backside of the ombre watercolor. And then I cut a piece of the gray heather that is 1/4 inch bigger. So that's just going to have a little bit showing. And all of these pieces are the zip strips, and I am not necessarily going to stack them because, well, you could. Actually, you could do that if you did these and then put the butterfly on top so it wouldn't interfere. But, I think I'm going to keep them stacked butt to butt, butted up against each other, not butt to butt. Okay, so I'm going to put these aside. Now this is a background that I cut from Glacier, and it was cut with this die cut, and it is called the Stitched Lattice Background, Z3681 thin cut from Close to My Heart, and it makes a really pretty background for the A2 cards, the 4.25 by 5.5 inch cards. And so let me stick this down. So this adds an element of dimension with all the cutting on it. You could just use a printed paper. That would be fine also. But I decided to use something that added, some a little bit more than just a background print. So here we go. Put it in, make sure I've got my corners done well. And so I am just aligning it so it's even all around and then pressing it down. Okay, so some of the white shows through, and pretty simple. So I'm just going to put these, so I think I'll put the flower first. Really need to change my blade. So I'm just kind of eyeballing, and this is kind of a center line. So I'm putting a little bit on either side of this and this. I didn't think about that being a way of centering any pieces here, but there you go. And just matching these edge to edge. And then the little butterfly is going to be next. And the butterflies are up and down. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do is stamp a sentiment. So let me stick this down. And I am going to use a stamp from, try to get this on here straight. The stamp is coming from one of the card subscriptions. And so, you know, you've got Sending Hugs, You're in My Thoughts. You can tell I've used these. I've made those subscription cards. You're the Greatest, Happy Birthday, You Make Me So Very Happy, You Are Love, Thank You, A Simple Thanks. I mean, you know, you've got so much covered here. Happy birthday. And so I'm going to say, with a heart, You're in My Thoughts. That's the one I'm going to use. And so I'm going to pull out my one of my blocks and get the little foam, and where's my intense black? It's over here. So I'm using my intense black ink, which, you know, happens to be my favorite ink, one of my favorite inks for a black ink. And give it a good, let me do a little trial. This has been a little while since I've used this. Okay, so, all right, I'm gonna put it right on the edge. Hold it there for a second and pull it up, and there we go. Still have some little fuzzies around here. I'll have to work on that. So, okay, I've got that, and then I'm gonna put that here. So it's going to extend a little bit out from the little design. And that I'm using these little guys to kind of line them up. And then we're going to duplicate this going down. So first thing's the butterfly. Okay, I really need to go change that blade. You know, it seems like I just changed that blade. Okay, so we're going like here with maybe that much in between. And the vine is next. And that is going to go get lined up like that. And then the sweet little flowers. And those are going to go like that. Okay, so the last thing, let me put this away so I don't make a mess. We have some additional little decorations that they've put on. And so we'll do a little decorating too. Since they stacked theirs, they take up less room than mine did. I have to take out these little cutout pieces here. I didn't see. cut this off a little bit just because I don't have very much space. And we'll do it like, cut this off. Here, and put that little blue flower there. Okay. And because everything needs a little glitz to it, I think I'll put some little gems, little sparkly gems around. And so here we have our little pattern 23 card. And then you can write a note or put additional stamping in here if you'd like. So anyway, there we go, and there's just an idea of what you can do with these patterns. So bye now, take care, sign up for my YouTube page and ring the bell. Bye now, and don't forget, this is Make It From Your Heart, and you know, it's patterns and your imagination. So there you go. Thank you. Bye now.